Well, our cameras down here were showing some rain falling at lake level earlier. However, just looked out the window and it is starting to snain down at lake level. Yes, looking good. What's it doing up on the North Shore? We've got Shannon up there with Adventure Smith Exploration.
Hi, and we're back with Todd Smith from Adventure Smith. Todd, so can you pretty much do you do smaller ships, locations around the world. Can you give us, your top 10 favorite locations?
Top 10, wow.
Five.
Our biggest three destinations are Alaska, Galapagos, and Antarctica. Those are the destinations where people get really introduced to this style of travel. Then once you've kind of discovered it, some of the more off the beaten path destinations are places like I mentioned earlier, Croatia, South Pacific, Costa Rica is a real popular destination, Caribbean, but really it is worldwide. Anywhere where the coast meets the land, that's where we like to be.
Excellent. And so you took a trip in September. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I took a trip to Croatia. We were checking out a new boat and a new trip, and I took my family, my two young sons. They are 7 and 10, and it was a trip out of Dubrovnik, 7 nights on a 48-passenger boat, and it was just fantastic. One of the reasons that this trip is so incredible is because it goes to some of the more smaller ports, and it really stays away from where the big ships go. Places like Korčula, places like Albania. One of the bigger ports was Corfu, Greece, but it really was an immersion in about 2,000 years of history, and it was just a fantastic, active, incredible experience.
That's great. And you guys actually firsthand get to check out all of these trips, correct?
We do. We're pretty lucky. We get to be based here in Tahoe, but we get to travel all over the world. And yeah, we do. We won't work with a trip until we've actually been there ourselves and done it and seen it and make sure that it's quality and it's safe and that it really fits the style of travel that our guests are looking for.
That's great. And then, so what do some of these ports offer?
Well, when you go into a town like Korčula, which is an ancient walled city in Croatia, you're free to just kind of explore on your own, or there is a guided tour with an expert local guide that is there to show you around, show you the sights, and give you an overview. But typically, our trips are more wilderness and nature oriented, and so instead of going to a port like that, you're actually getting off the boat away from ports. So you're going ashore like in Alaska, going on a hike in the rainforest up in Alaska, or you're going kayaking, or you're going snorkeling in a warm water destination. So you're not in a town at all, and that's really the core of what we do.
Excellent. What would you say would be your favorite port that you've been to?
Well, again, it's not really a port. It's just getting out into nature. Places, again, like Antarctica and the Galapagos. It's all about seeing the wildlife and getting off the ship away from ports. So it's really kind of a non-port type cruise. It's a really wilderness orientation, and that's what we're all about.
Well, that's great. And then you guys actually have an open house coming up. Can you give the folks out there a little bit of information about that?
Sure, yeah. We just expanded our office. We're going through a lot of growth right now. We're really proud of what we've done, and we're having an open house here in our Tahoe City office on February 27th. That's a Friday from 4 to 7, and we invite anybody who might be interested in learning more about our company or our style of travel to come on by and say hi.
Well, thank you so much. I hope some people can make it out for that open house. And thanks for taking the time out today and giving us a little more information on Adventure Smith.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming by.
All right. Well, back to the South Shore.
All right. Thank you very much, Shannon. All your great updates all morning long. Local businesses, very cool to be able to tap in to what is going on around the lake. Yeah. Here we are tapping into Heavenly right now, socked in. Temperature right now, 35 degrees. So it has dropped